This is Business Weekend.
Welcome back. Well, Australia's push to advance in the field of quantum computing received a major boost this week, with Google's former top quantum scientist joining Michelle Simmons and her team at Silicon Quantum Computing. The arrival of Professor John Martinis proving that the bridge to Silicon Valley is still very much open, despite the challenges posed by the global pandemic.
Fresh out of 2 weeks quarantine, John Martinis welcomed his new life in Australia with open arms. Now, the quantum physicist is already collaborating with Australia's quantum pioneer, Michelle Simmons.
And specifically, my expertise is learning how to scale up qubits and try to build a quantum computer. That's what I was really focusing on with the superconducting system for the last, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, in various forms. So I want to come here and help them do that, because that's kind of the next stage that they want to do.
Yeah, look, we've got a very focused effort to try and build a quantum computer in silicon. We've got a slightly different technology to most people in the world. We've decided we're going to encode the information on single atoms. We think they're very clean systems, they're very fast systems, and they're reproducible. So we're very excited about having a different platform to make it, and one that we think will scale better in the longer term. One of the great things that John did was prove for the first time that quantum can outperform classical. That was a big result. I think now what we want to try and do is find out where can it make a difference? What are those industries it can impact? How can we make things better? That will help us understand the world in a much better way. For us, we want to find that near-term use case, that commercial use case, to prove that it can actually do things that are useful. And then beyond that, it's just going to get stronger and stronger, more and more powerful.
As a game changer, both John and Michelle agree that quantum computing has the potential to rival the motor car or even the internet.
It's going to be transformational in the same way you kind of went from the abacus to the classical computer. It's another big jump, and the difference now is that we make devices so small we can take advantage of their quantum states. And the whole advantage of quantum is, instead of doing one calculation after another, you can use those quantum states to do calculations in parallel. And it's that massively parallel approach that allows us to address problems real time that might take way too long with a classical computer. So it's really like a game changer in the speed of computation.
Professor Simmons is urging Australian businesses to get their head around quantum computing now to ensure they don't get left behind.
Any organisation that has data at its core is going to be impacted by quantum computing. And I guess we've realised that with this kind of transformational technology, if you don't get in at the ground level and you don't understand what difference it's going to make, then you're going to be picking it up way too late. And the great thing I've seen about both the Commonwealth Bank and Telstra is they got ahead of the curve. They saw this wave was coming and they jumped in, and they've been working with us to identify where is it going to make an impact for our business.
Currently backed by the CBA, Telstra, government and UNSW, Professor Simmons is looking to raise more capital in 2021, but is more interested in attracting Australian companies with genuine uses cases rather than venture capital.
For us, it's actually critical to find businesses that need higher and better compute power. So those people that have a use case, they're the ones we really want to partner with, because we want to look at those use cases and build the chips for them, the processors for them, and then I think the industry will grow. So we're really keen on those people that have a lot of data, running into problems already with their computing power, and then engaging with quantum.
For an American like John, there's still hope that all their hard work will unlock some of the world's biggest mysteries.
Well, I was hoping maybe a quantum computer can eventually explain to me Australian rules.
Edward Boyd, Sky News.